So here's a look at our Design 330 Week 6 assignment guide. We're going to work on module assembly drawing. So this is what's called a subassembly. It's not the final part, it's part of the final part. And it's a group of parts. A module is a group of parts that you can put together, or maybe they're not even assembled, but they're considered an assembly, that you pull all of those parts to make part of a larger part. So we're making part of a gearbox with this little gear assembly, which is a housing, an end plate, two gears. And we'll not include the shaft for now, but usually the shafts would also be included. So let's take a look at what we're going to do here. We're going to make sure that you can create an industry standard assembly drawing in both Inventor and AutoCAD. We'll go over that. And we'll use this gear module assembly to talk about it. And this is a 4-to-1 assembly. It's the one we've been working with. And then we'll do a couple of exercises that will help you understand how modules can be used to mix and match things together to make a wide range, just a whole bunch of flexible design conditions. We can make many, many, many different final gear modules from combining 2 or 3 other ones. And then, of course, we want to be able to add things to your parts log. So what does that gear module look like? Let's take a quick look. Here it is. You've been seeing it. Here are those gears that you've been working with. Here's the housing you've been working with, and you see how they sit right inside each other. And over here, there's an end plate. Now, I'm not going to ask you to do the end plate drawings because this is a short week. But normally, you would make an end plate drawing too. But this week, we're just going to include the part. We're not going to make the drawing. So there's 4 pieces in this. And I am not including right now the drive shaft. I'm just going to leave the drive shaft out, even though I know that we need the 2 shafts. Okay? But we're just going to know that they would be in there, just like I know that there would have to be some bolts holding this together. We're going to ignore those for now. Okay, so that is what's called a gear assembly module. Now let me show you why that's kind of a cool thing. I'm going to do a new assembly now. I didn't want to open, I wanted to do new. And I'm just going to show you how that works. So here's a standard IAM. And so the reason this is a module is I can place some of these together to make another gearbox. So here we go. I'm going to go into my instructor files. Into here, spring 330, week 6, and here's the reducer. So I'm going to put that in there. Now I'm going to rotate this 180 degrees. I'm going to put another one in there. Let's see. So there's a 90. There's another 90. And I'm going to put this one in here. And the idea behind a module is that I can stack these all together, one after the other, so that the output of this one becomes the input of the next one. And now you'll see why it's kind of a module. So I can now constrain that. There. Oh, look at that. I've got 2 gearboxes. Now, this one turns 4-to-1. So this is, if this is 4 times around, this is 1. But this one is also 4-to-1. So if I'm turning this one 16, this is 4, which means this is 4, and this is 1. So I can very quickly make myself a 16-to-1. And now look, If I want to, I can place these just time and time again. And now this one is going to turn, I think this one's in, oh, what happened? I didn't save that other one. Constrain. Let me put that one there. I don't think I did an apply on that one. And now let me put that one there. Now I've got a 48 to 1. So just very quickly, I can get these to be modules. I use the same 3 parts over and over and over again. And now I've created, out of those same 3 parts, 3 different gearboxes. 4 to 1, 16 to 1, 48 to 1. And you can keep on going and going and going. Now, in the last discussion, we talked about gear change sets. So each of these gear change sets could be any combination of 1, 2, 3, or 4 to 1. And so that would give me 27 different gearboxes that I could make out of this. Just out of this little set of parts. So that's the idea of modules. And we'll go into that in greater detail during the activities. So there you go. That's what we're looking forward to this week.